comes to the cockpit, I would say do's and don'ts. What are some of the very important do's and don'ts?
Well, someone asked me about this, about sterile cockpit.
Sterile cockpit.
Sterile cockpit. What is it?
What is it? What is it?
So basically, before the aircraft takes off, and below 10,000, the flight attendant is not allowed to call the captain to interrupt what they are doing. This is what we call a sterile cockpit before departure. And same thing on arrival. Below 10,000, during the approach to land, taxiing, the flight attendant should not interrupt the captain, except for an emergency. Yes, they are allowed. But otherwise, you're going to interrupt.
So these are the important keynotes. These are the moments where the crew are not allowed to obviously enter, or because obviously you need your meals, especially for a long haul flight. You need to use the restroom as well. No one is a superman or superwoman when it comes to holding on to the toilet time. So those are the important things and rules. So people can rest assured that those are the strict rules. How about when it comes to flight simulation? Is that important for a pilot to use that?
Yes. When you want to check the safety of an airline, you make sure that they have good training. And good training comes from our training in the simulator. In fact, I do a lot of training. I check pilots to make sure they are proficient every 6 months.
Which is important, right, Captain?
Yes, it's very important because you simulate all kinds of things which you cannot do in real life.
That's true. Because you're not...
it's cheap and it is so versatile. You can change the situation. You can change. It could be a very slippery runway. You can change simulator as though it's landing on a slippery runway.
True.
So it is very cost-effective running a simulator.
Now when you say that, it actually makes sense, because at the end of the day, if let's say as a pilot and you've flown, you've never experienced any of those, let's say, mishaps. So you need to be prepared in case it happens.
Yeah, field practice, engine failure. All kind of emergencies you can think of in the simulator. It is cheap, it is safe.
And how often do you say a pilot needs to go for his regular checkups? Because you need perfect eyesight. Is this true?
Yes.
You need perfect eyesight?
Perfect eyesight in the sense that it's correctable. This is another favorite question by pilots, Can I become a pilot if I wear glasses? Yes, you can. As long as it's correctable. For health-wise, we have to visit the doctor for annual medical checkup. If you are below 40, you check it once a year. And if you're above 40 years old, you have to check it every 6 months. So we are generally a healthy lot. We make sure we are fit all the time.
Which is really important, because it's not an easy job. It's tiring, and everyone's lives, obviously you take this seriously, all the pilots, I'm sure, everyone's life is under their hands and under their wings. Another thing, obviously you mentioned the logbook earlier, as you managed to track back. How important is it what is the logbook actually, and how important is it for a pilot to keep this?
It is very important because that is a legal document. We have got our limitation. For example, some airline they can fly 1,000 hours a year, some can fly 900 hours. This is the only means of checking. You fly every hour, you lock it in, so that at the end of the year you have to present the book for the Department of Civil Aviation to check it. You cannot fly beyond your limitation. For example, 1,000 hours is illegal. So it's very important. That is the evidence that you actually flew. How many hours for that particular month or for the particular year. So the department do monitor our flying so that we do not get too tired.
Over-exhaustion. At the end of the day, in any job that we do, no one should be over-exhausted, right? And you want to do the job and do it well. Well, this is obviously Bella's a women's program. So how about women pilots, How many are there? Is it a growing thing nowadays?
Yes, it's growing. We have quite a number of women pilots. In fact, we got a list. Even the captains, we have got a woman captain on 330 as well.
So do you feel that women pilots have any extra skills compared to, because we always think women can multitask, even in a home or anything. Would you say any difference, or?
Well, when they are promoted to become captain, they must be as good as a male. So they are definitely good, because we don't want to have unsafe pilots. So they are just as good, because when we check them out, they have to perform up to a male standard. So we have got good lady pilots. Look at my book. I quite a number of lady
pilots, which is fantastic. So would you say that being a pilot is one of those hot careers out there for a lot of people? And I think people taking SPM, they'll be one of their options as well. Do you think it's a growing, even continuously growing field for a career path for a lot of people?
Continuously growing. The trouble is there are oversupply in the market now.
Oversupply.
Oversupply of pilots. So only the best are chosen. It's a highly coveted job. Many people want to become pilot. The trouble is the vacancy are getting less and less. The competition getting higher and higher. So the airline will choose the
best, which is great for us as passengers to know that the best is being selected, just like doctors, the best being selected for us. Well, SPM results out tomorrow, so we'll find out whether there are a few more pilots that will want aspiring pilots out there. Captain Lim, thank you so much. Do you have any final advice or anything else you would like to add on to today's show or leave us with? And of course, where can people find your book?
Yeah, it's all in all the major bookshops. You fly in an aircraft, you can buy them. You can buy them online. It is on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
And my final words are my thoughts are with the crew and passenger of the ill-fated flight. And we all should not speculate. We should leave it to the investigators to come out with the cause of the mystery. In fact, until I hope they will recover the black box soon, so that the truth will come out, will be revealed. Because the last 2 hours of the conversation will be there. So just like F1 447, we only knew the result 2 years later. We know exactly the cause. So there's no point in speculating, and a lot of stories. Some are very unpleasant.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Captain Lim, for coming on, sharing light as well for what has happened, and as well as answering all our questions here at Bella. I hope to see you soon. And thank you for being a great inspiration to young pilots out there as well, and of course to all the crew. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, of course, Captain Lim, for coming on.